Today we are going to make our water awareness posters. I've got all kinds of things I'm going to try out today. I've got some colored pencils, paper, markers. But first of all, we want to come up with a list of ideas. So when you think about water, what do you think about? In class we kind of made a little list, but I want you guys to continue thinking about how you want to think about water and what kind of a message you want to send. So we talked a lot about conservation. We talked about how some people have some and other people around the world might not have the same access to water. And what do we need water for? We kind of came up with a list of animals, plants. Somebody said humans. Yeah, we all need water. So I want you to think about how we need water and what it's for, and ways that we can think about water. Come up with your own phrase, come up with your own saying or idea that you want to talk about, and we're going to illustrate that idea with some type. Make a little poster. So this piece of paper is 5.5 inches wide and 8.5 inches tall. You don't have to do this. I'm just thinking I'm going to blow this up to an 11 by 17, and this is half the size, so I can work small and make it big. Alright, so for my illustration, I'm going to start by drawing the water outlet where my hose is outside. It's kind of a cool looking, it's not like my faucet, it's the hose outside. Has a really cool little threaded end, and it has this really interesting shape for the handle where you turn the water on and off. I thought it was a really fun shape. It'll make a very fun, simple graphic that hopefully everybody can recognize as a faucet. Next, at the bottom, I want to draw some water. So I'm using these real simple wave shapes at the bottom. It's not just a straight line, it's not a wavy line. I guess it is a wavy line. I don't know how to describe this line, but it definitely tells me that it's water. How would you describe, how are you going to show water? Think about how it acts. So I'm going to draw it dripping now. My message is that every drip of water adds up. So I have little tiny water droplets falling, but when they collect in the bottom, they make a lot of water. So that's what I'm going to try to communicate here. So my words are going to say, every. It also helps to have this spelled out beforehand. And if you have that list, you already have it. Every drop, I'm going to write drop right next to where it's actually dropping. Actually drip. It's more of a drip. And here it is. All those drips are adding up. There. So that is my poster. Now the fun part. And a little brief section on a technique that you can use to learn how to draw shading a little bit. Now I'm going to put a lot of pressure at the beginning, and I'm going to lay off the pressure as I finish the scribble here. So you can see it creates this gradation. It goes from dark to light. And that's all pressure I use with my hand. Maybe on a separate sheet of paper you can practice these things. And we're going to try and incorporate this idea into our project here. That's just something to share. You can color this however you want to. I just wanted to throw a little bit of technique in there. It's kind of fun. You have to do it in these small little strokes too, so it forces you to slow down and be patient and discover something. Again, these are really small little steps that I'm taking. But I think by being patient and continuing this routine of this pattern that I'm creating, I'm going to be very happy. I can already see how it's working. It goes from dark to light. Dark to light. You can do it in both directions if you get good at it. It's all about pressure that you're putting on your pencil, or your colored pencil in this case, or a crayon or a marker. So I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to start dark and fade into the middle, leaving the middle basically white. And again, I just want to remind you that this is a demonstration of a technique for drawing, so you can do this for anything you're doing. I just wanted to show that technique for this project. Maybe you're drawing a cat or a piece of furniture or something where you can see the edges. You can try this technique out with something like that. Alright, now I'm just kind of blending again. I can go back over anything I want to, really. So now I really feel like it has some shape to it, like it's round. Okay. I am going to continue this process with these waves. I think that'd be fun to show the overlapping of these waves. So I'm going to try that same technique. I'm going to make the top part of the wave dark, and I'm going to fade it out as I bring the wave down. Again, it takes a little bit more patience, but it's something to work on. You're building skills and you're getting better control with your hand. You're also learning to develop techniques for showing a sense of depth. The idea also of the illusion of three-dimensional form on a flat surface, a piece of paper. These are all techniques and devices that we can use in our visual communication. In this case, our water awareness poster. So as I fade down to that bottom wave, you can really get a sense of that wave in front. And that's just through the same colored pencil, applying different amounts of pressure. Little touch up. Again, I can blend this. Again, showing you I can do this technique with really any tool. It doesn't matter what color it is. It doesn't matter what kind of a tool it is. Try that technique. For these other shapes, I think I'm going to get flat, meaning I'm just going to color them in without any value shift. I like flat graphics with some rendered graphics. And I want that faucet to really stick out, the handle. So I'm choosing red. It's a good strong color, emotional color. Fun shape. Okay, that's done. So I am going to go a little bit further now with my type. I like the placement. Kind of goes from big to small. I am going to outline these letters with orange. A really eye-catching color, fun color. I'm using colored pencil still. You can use markers. You could use crayons. You could even collage. You could find letters in a magazine or in a newspaper and cut out each letter and put it on there. That could be kind of cool. Get creative. Drip. Every drip adds up. So true. Almost done here. I can tell by looking at it too, I personally, with mine, I want to add a little bit more, maybe some more color. And I'm just gonna think of some simple shapes. So let's see. I'm just going to put more emphasis on my type elements. I want those to pop out. I'm just gonna circle these. This one I'm taking to the edge. And I'm just going to fill these in. See what that looks like. Colored pencil is pretty good at going over other colored pencil. It's good for blending. Wow, that really pops out. I think that really helped. You could collage this in there. You could do all kinds of things. I'm just happen to be using colored pencil. And that is it. All right. So remember, come up with your own phrase and make your own design. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with.